Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll see how to solve inhomogeneous LRCC. Okay, so let us begin with the solving technique for inhomogeneous LRCC. So in the last lecture we discussed how to solve homogeneous LRCC. So in this lecture we'll see how to solve inhomogeneous LRCC. Okay, so you can write down the solving inhomogeneous LRCC by, we can say that, characteristic, yes, root method. So here guys, what we'll do, yes, entirely what is the method for solving inhomogeneous LRCC. So for before that, let us consider one inhomogeneous LRCC. Let us consider, yes, a inhomogeneous LRCC, isn't it? Okay, so let us consider one recurrence relation. Let's say an plus thrice of an minus 1. Let's say plus twice of an minus 2 equals to 5n plus 2. So here you can see, observe here, yes, if we shift the recursive terms in the left hand side, then in the right hand side 0 is not present. That means something is there, isn't it? Let's say something is there, then in the right hand sides, then we can say that this one is inhomogeneous LRC. So you can see this recurrence relation is what, linear, as well as we can say that along with linear it is LRCC, and in LRCC it is inhomogeneous. LRCC stands for linear recurrence relation with constant coefficient. So guys, what we'll do, yes, there are various steps guys. First step is what? Blindly put right hand side equals to 0 and solve it like a homogeneous part, isn't it? So whatever you did in homogeneous, same way, in the same way, yes, put right hand side equals to 0 and yes, write the characteristic equation and find out the root and write the homogeneous solution. But remember, at this first step, don't solve the constants C1, C2 and all, isn't it? Okay, that is the first step, means yeah, solve it like the homogeneous solution, isn't it? Or homogeneous LRCC. Second step, we will be, yes, one table will be there. According to that table, you will find out the particular solution, that is also known as trial particular solution. So after finding trial particular solution, already you find out the, yes, you found the, yes, homogeneous solution. Finally, third step is add both of them and then you will get the solution of inhomogeneous LRCs. So step by step I am doing, there won't be any problem guys. So yes, first step is what we can say that, yes, let's say step 1. Yes, in step 1 what we do, put right hand side, whatever be the right hand side, remember equals to 0. Right hand side means, yes, first shift all recursive terms in left hand side, then whatever be in the right hand side, put that equals to 0. That means we can say that, yes, now it becomes what we can say that an plus thrice of an minus 1 plus twice of an minus 2 equals to 0. Now solve it like, we can say that, yes, solve it like the homogeneous LRCC. Yes, write the characteristic equation and find out the roots of that equation, and finally write the homogeneous solution. But don't solve constants in this step, isn't it? That is the important, yes or no? So yes, we can say that solve it like, we can say that homogeneous case, isn't it? And let us call the homogeneous solution as, homogeneous solution as we can say that a subscript n superscript h. Also remember, write down one note, do not solve constants at this step, isn't it? Okay. So do not solve constant at this step. Guys, this is the procedure. Yes, whenever we'll take one example, everything will be clear to you guys. There won't be any problem. So that was the yes homogeneous solution we found. Yes or no? Next, second step is to find out the trial particular solution. And trial particular solution will be, yes, we can say that based on the format of the this right hand side function. So according to the format of right hand side function, we will choose one trial particular solution. Yes, according to the table, we'll see what is the table. And finally, we will add both the solutions, homogeneous as well as trial particular. And finally, we'll see how to find constant values. And after that, we'll see the solution. Okay. So what is the next step? That is step 2. Yeah, step 2 is try, or we can say that choose the trial particular solution. So write down the second step. Step 2, we can say that choose a trial particular solution. Let's say it is denoted by an superscript p, particular solution. Based on the, we can say that form of right hand side, isn't it? Right hand side function. Whatever be the right hand side function, yes, according to the below table. According to the table, we can say that. Let's say how to, let's say this is the table and name of the table is, this table is to, or we can say that for particular solution. So let us take, let's say, yes, here we'll see what is the type of the function that is present in the right hand side, and we'll see what will be the particular solution, isn't it? We'll see what will be the particular solution, isn't it? Yes. So one by one we'll see. First one, let's say, yes, in the given recurrence relation, after shifting all the, yes, recursive terms in the left hand side, let's say in the right hand side there is a constant function. If it is constant function, let's say this is constant, then solve a particular solution or choose a particular solution that is d. D is also a constant, isn't it? Next one, if in the right hand side the function is linear, let's say linear could be c naught plus c1 n, or we can say that it could be c1 n, or it could be only n. Everything, all these three are only linear only, yes or no? So for all these three, we can say that all these three, the particular solution will be the d naught plus d1 n. D naught and d1 are the constants only. Third one, we can say that that is quadratic. Quadratic. Let's say this is c naught plus c1 n plus c2 n square, or we can say that it could be yes c1 n plus c2 n square, or it could be n plus c2 n square, or it could be c2 n square, or it could be we can say that only n square. All these are, we can say that, quadratic functions. So for all of these, we can say that your trial particular solution will be what? D naught plus d1n plus d2n square, isn't it? I hope this one is clear. Okay, next one, yes, in the continuation we'll see next one. Fourth one, let's say power function is there. Power function is there, let's say any constant followed by a power n, where a is also a constant, or only a power n. Here constant value is 1 only. For all these type of functions, we can say that it will be d constant followed by a power n. That will be the trial particular solution, isn't it? Next one we can say that fifth one, let's say that is power function multiplied with we can say that any polynomial. Let's say yes, any polynomial is there, let's say c naught plus c1n up to yes so on, multiplied with a power n, or it could be we can say that yes, for that one we can say that particular solution will be what, d naught plus d1n and so on into we can say that a power n. Or let's say if it is this one, then only we can say that this is your linear or not. So for linear, what we will write, d naught plus d1n, yes, fall into a power n. Let's say if it is yes, we can say that quadratic, then what will be the yes, d naught plus d1n plus d2n square into a power n, isn't it? Okay, so remember this one, if this one is quadratic, then particular solution will be this one only. And yes, yes, we can say that a power n will remain as it, isn't it? So these type of we can say that functions could be yes in the right hand side, and accordingly we will choose the trial particular. So I hope this one is clear to everyone. So first step was what? Yeah, solve it like the homogeneous LRCC and write the homogeneous solution, but don't solve the constants at that particular step. Second one is according to the form of right hand side, choose what? We can say that choose the trial particular solution with the help of this table. And I think there is no big thing to remember this table. Simple table is there, nothing else, isn't it? Next step will be what? Step 3. We can say that. Yes, write down step 3. Yes, what will be the step 3? We can say that step 3. Now substitute. Yes, we can say that the trial particular solution, yes, into the we can say that a recurrence relation that is given initially, whatever given in that particular yes a recurrence relation, yes, substitute the trial particular solution and find out the values, or we can say that solve the constants d naught d1 etc, isn't it? Now next step is what? Step 4. We can say that now get general solution. So how the solution is written, we can say that an equals to homogeneous solution plus we can say that particular solution. Yes, add both of the solutions, but remember after finding the values of constants d naught, d1, etc. Till now, yes, we haven't, yes, we can say that solve the constant c1, c2, etc. So that will be the your final step, that is step 5. In step 5, we can say that lastly, yes, solve the constants c1, c2, etc, isn't it? By substituting or with the help of we can say that with the help of initial conditions, isn't it? So we can say that that is the final step. So we can say that yes, the procedure for the inhomogeneous LRCC contains these 5 steps, and these are very simple steps you can say. Yes, we'll see. Yes, we will take 2 3 examples based on these inhomogeneous LRCC, and you will see the method is very simple, isn't it? That is predefined method, and these steps are to be applied, and after that you will get the yes required solution. No problem at all. Okay. So let us take 1 2 example based on inhomogeneous LRCs. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Yes, let us consider first question. Let's say this is the given question. Solve yes Tn minus let's say 7 Tn minus 1 plus let's say 10 T of n minus 2 equals to let's say 8n plus 6, isn't it? So what is the step 1? And let's say initial conditions are also given to you. T of 0 is 1 and T of 1 equals to 2. So what will be the answer? We'll see one by one. So in solution, we'll see, yes, step 1, isn't it? Step 1 is what? We can say that put right hand side equals to 0. So whatever be the remaining part, yes, we can say that that will be the homogeneous, and put it equals to 0. So here write the characteristic equation, so it becomes t square minus 70 plus t, or not? Yes or no? I explained in the last lecture. Yes, you remember, yes, there is a, we can say that dependency in the lectures. If you directly want to see this lecture, then there will be, yes, difficulty to pick the each and everything, isn't it? So before, we can say that see or watch every video in the sequence, whatever be the sequence given to you, just watch in that particular sequence only, otherwise there will be a difficulty, isn't it? So here we can say that roots will be what? We can say that roots will be, yes, 2 and 5. So what will be the, yes, homogeneous solution? Yes, Tn of superscript h, yes, we can say that superscript. Okay, so T of h, we can say that T of h of n, isn't it? That can be written like that or not? T1, yes, into 2 raised to power n, plus we can say that C2 into 5 raised to power n. Yes or no? That will be the homogeneous solution, isn't it? That will be the homogeneous solution. Okay, now we'll see the step 2, isn't it? Step 2. Yes, in the step 2, we can say that in the right hand side of this particular inhomogeneous LRCC, yes, in the right hand side there is a linear function. So what will be the particular solution for that? We can say that that will be the d naught plus d1n. That is the second step. And what is the next step? Step 3, you only tell me. Step 3 is what? We can say that, yes, you only tell me, given recurrence relation is what? We can say that this one, isn't it? Okay, this is the given recurrence relation. Now put particular solution in the given recurrence relation. This is also Tn, P is only for indication. This is also Tn, so put d naught plus d1n in this given recurrence relation. So what it is, we can say that, yes, let's say this one is what? Yes, this is Tn minus, isn't it? So instead of Tn, we can write it like, yes, substitute this particular solution in the given recurrence relation. So Tn, T of Pn is same because P is for only for indication, nothing else. So instead of Tn, we can substitute d naught plus d1n. This becomes what? 7. Tn minus 1 becomes what? D naught plus d1 n minus 1. And it becomes what? 10. Yes, T of n minus 2 becomes what? D naught plus d1 n minus 2. And that is equals to, we can say that 6 plus 8 n, isn't it? Now simplify, nothing else. Yes, simplify the left hand side and finally equate with the right hand side. So after solution or simplification, you will see, yes, you will see this becomes what? We can say that 4d naught minus 13d1. Yes, then we can say that plus 4d1n equals to 6 plus 8n. So d naught d1, I already told you guys, all these are constants only. So we can say that this constant can be compared with 6 and 4d1 can be compared with 8. Just equate, yes or no? So equating the coefficients, we can say that 4d naught minus 13d1 is equals to 6 and 4d1 equals to 8. So from here d1 value will be the 2 and put this d1 value in this particular equation, let's say equation 1. So from here we can say that d naught will be the 8. So these are the values of constants d naught and d1. That was the step 3. Okay, so next one is, what is the step 4? Step 4 is, yes, we can say that Tn will be what? We can say that homogeneous solution plus we can say that trial particular solution. So what will be the homogeneous solution? We can say that you already found that one. That is, we can say that C1 2 raised to power n plus C2 5 power n plus, yes, we can say that, plus we can say that this particular solution is what? Now particular solution is d naught plus d1 n. Now it becomes what? Yeah, substitute the values of d naught and d1, 8 plus 2n. So it will be what? We can say that 8 plus 2n. That was the step 4. Now use the initial conditions in the step 5 and find out the constant c1 and c2 and put back into the, yes, this particular equation or in this particular recurrence relation. That will be the required solution. Okay, so yes, let's see the next step, that is step 5. We can say that in step 5, yes, it is given that Tn equals to C1 into 2 raised to power n plus C2 into 5 raised to power n plus 8 plus 2n. So initial conditions given to you, T of 0 equals to 1. So put n value equals to 0. So we can say that C1 plus C2 plus 8 equals to 1. That is equation 1, or let's say this is equation 2. And let's say also it is also given to you t of 1 is equals to 2. Then we can say that put n value equals to 1. So it becomes twice of c1 plus 5 c2 plus we can say that 8 plus 2 equals to 2. Let's say this is equation 3, isn't it? Let's say this is equation 3. Now solve equation 2 and 3. And what will be the values of C1 and C2? C1 will be the -9 and C2 will be 2. Yes, put back these two values in this particular recurrence relation. So we can say that T of n equals to C1 value is -9, 2 raised to power n plus 2 into 5 raised to power n plus 8 plus 2n. That is your required solution. That is your required solution. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay, so moving to the next one, you will see, yes, write one more problem based on this one in homogeneous only. So we'll see next one. Okay, yes, let's say one more problem is given to you. Let's say solve the following recurrence relation s of k plus, let's say, 5 s of k minus 1, let's say, equals to 9, and one initial condition is given to you, s of 0 equals to 6. So you can say this one is inhomogeneous LRCC. So what will be the solution? Yes, write down the step 1. Yes, s of k plus 5 s of k minus 1, put it equals to 0. Now write the characteristic equation t plus 5 equals to 0. Now from here t will be -5. So what will be the homogeneous solution? That will be the C1 into -5 raised to power k only. Isn't it? Now what will be the step 2? Choose the trial particular solution. So right hand side is constant. So particular solution will be what? Only constant. Let's say that is D. And step 3 is what? Yes, step 3 is what? Put this particular solution in the given recurrence relation. So yes, this particular solution, yes, don't have any factor of n. That means it any factor of k. That means that is independent of k. So whatever be the value of sk, that is d, then sk minus 1 will also be d, because there is no k in particular solution. That means that is independent of k. So put this solution, this is also s of k, this is also s of k. Yes, this p is just for indication. So substitute in that particular, so we can say that d plus 5 s of k minus 1 will also be d, because there is no k in the particular solution. That is equals to, we can say that 9. So from here d value will be 3 by 2. So we can say that that is, yes, we can say that 1.5. Then next step 4 is what? You only tell me. Yes, add both the, yes, solutions, homogeneous as well as we can say that particular, isn't it? So after addition we can say that homogeneous was what? C1 into -5 raised to power k plus this one is only d, d means 1.5. Okay, now in the step 5 use the initial values, yes, or initial condition. So s of 0 is given to you 6. So put it in the equation. We can say that 1. So we can say that s of 0 means put k value equals to 0. So it becomes what? C1 into minus 5 raised to power 0 plus 1.5 equals to 6. So from here we can say that C1 value will be the 4.5. So put the C1 value in this equation. So in the step 5 we will get the final solution. S of k will be what? C1 is 4.5 into minus 5 raised to power k plus 1.5. That is your, we can say that, a required solution. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? Okay. So write one more question based on this one only, nothing else. Let's say one more question. Let's say solve an equals to 5 an minus 1 minus 6 an minus 2 plus 5 raised to power n. That is given to you. So this can be written like that or not. An minus 5 an minus 1 plus we can say that 6 an minus 2 equals to 5 raised to power n or not. Now what will be the, yes, we can see this one is inhomogeneous, or in right hand side also we can say that that is power function. So what will be the step one? Here initial conditions, let's say, not given. So yes, we can give the answer in the constant C1, C2, etc. No problem at all. So yes, write the step one. What is the step one? You only tell me. The step one is, yes, an minus 5 an minus 1 plus 6 an minus 2 put equals to 0. Now from here characteristic equation will be t square minus 5t plus 1, that is equals to 0, sorry, plus 6, that is 6 into an minus 2, isn't it? So from here we can say that roots will be 2 comma 3. So what will be the homogeneous solution? So homogeneous solution will be the, yes, we can say that C1 into 2 raised to power n plus C2 into 3 raised to power n. Now next one we'll see what is the step 2. Yes, let's say that is equation 1. So in the step 2 we will choose the particular trial particular solution. So guys, you only tell me, in the right hand side there is a power function, and I already told you whenever there is a power function then what will be the trial particular solution? Yes, that will be the d into 5 raised to power n, isn't it? One constant will be there. Either it is c into a raised to power n, then also it will be the d into, yes, a raised to power n. If it is only a raised to power n, then also it will be d into a raised to power n. Yes, that we can see in the table. Yes, that was the table. Yes, you can see here. Yes, for both these, the particular solution is d into a raised to power n, isn't it? Okay, so from here we can say that that will be the your trial particular solution. Now what is the step 3? Step 3 is put this solution, particular solution, in the given recurrence relation. So when we'll put this one, instead of an we can write d into 5 raised to power n. So that becomes what? D into 5 raised to power n minus 5d into 5 raised to power n minus 1. That is the meaning of an minus 1. Yes, n will be, yes, put like that, we can say that n minus 1. Then we can say that plus 6d 5 raised to power n minus 2, that is equals to 5 raised to power n. So here what is the procedure when there is power function? So we can say that lowest power is 5 raised to power n minus 2. So divide the entire equation with 5 raised to power n minus 2, then that will be easy to simplify, isn't it? Okay. So divide the entire equation. So we can say that divide the entire equation with 5 raised to power n minus 2. So it becomes d into 5 raised to power 2 minus 5d into 5 raised to power 1 plus 6d into 5 raised to power 0 equals to 5 square. So from here we can say that it is going to be 25d minus 25d plus 6d equals to 25. So from here we can say that d value will be 25 by 6, isn't it? That was the step 3. And what will be the step 4? Step 4 will be the add both the solutions, homogeneous solution, and we can say that particular solution. So we can say that homogeneous solution was what? C1 into 2 raised to power n plus C2 into 3 raised to power n plus homogeneous plus particular is what? D into A raised to power n. So here we can say that A value is what? 5, isn't it? So here we can say that A value is what? Yes, we can say that. Sorry, D value is what? 25 by 6 into 5 raised to power n. That will be the required solution. That will be the required solution, isn't it? Okay, I hope this one is clear to everyone. So here we can say that this one will be the required solution, isn't it? Yes, step 5 is not there because yes, initial conditions are not given, so we cannot find out the values of constant C1 and C2. If initial conditions are given, then you can find out the values of C1, C2 also and put back in this particular equation. That will be the required solution. So we can say that that's all about the, we can say that that's all about the inhomogeneous LRCC. So we covered both, we can say that, yeah, solution techniques, we can say that for both homogeneous LRCC and inhomogeneous LRCC. In the next lecture, we'll see some more important problems based on this recurrence relation, in which we'll combinedly solve some, we can say that recurrence relation. Some of them will be the homogeneous LRCC, some will be the inhomogeneous LRCC, and we'll see some other formats of recurrence relations also. Okay, so we'll see in the next lecture. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, thank you so much, guys.